James Goodnight bought the 76-year-old Nehi Bottling Company building on Raleigh's Hillsborough Street last year in hopes of turning it into an office building. Goodnight wants to restore the building to its original appearance, including repainting the big Royal Crown Cola sign on the side. For that, he hired local artist Luke Buchanan.
When I first started talking to James about doing this project, when I learned that he had gotten hold of this building, I told him that it was a building I'd always had an affinity for. I used to live next door at the Wilmot, my first apartment actually, and I always wanted something to be done with this building. So when I found out it was being restored, I said, you know, I'd like to help out in any way.
Buchanan enlisted the help of fellow artist and friend Ollie Wagner, whom he's known since they took art class together at Raleigh's Martin Middle School. Since both teach, Buchanan and Wagner hoped to finish the job over Christmas break, but the rainy weather and short days of winter made that impossible. That and the fact that even on sunny days they had to stop work for a few hours to move the boom lift out of the way of the lunch crowd at the Indian restaurant next door. To reproduce the sign, Buchanan took the old photograph and enlarged it on a computer so he could cut it up into smaller sections that were easier to duplicate. He placed those photos on a grid, which he then scaled using measurements from the building. He then drew the grid onto the brick wall with chalk. Using the blown-up photos for reference, he and Wagner sketched each letter in chalk first, then filled them in with paint. To check their work as they went, they occasionally got down and walked back to see it from a distance.
You know, coming into Raleigh from the fairgrounds to like NC State, I know that's kind of a major entryway to the city, and I think seeing something like this will be noticeable. It'll be something that'll, you know, be around a long time after I've moved on and I'm not actually out here in the parking lot every day. And it's nice to drive by and see it. I think that I'll probably scrutinize it far more than anyone else ever would, to the point that you know, I want to, probably for the rest of my life, want to oh, I could get back up there and clean this up or do that. It's just, you know, a little bit of a perfectionist.